So welcome to the slide presenter tutorial. I'll show you how to present slides to an audience and some of the extra functionality and features that will make that a lovely experience in AVA360VR. So what you have to do is, if you're on your left controller, if you click on the binoculars, you'll get import but also slide presenter. And if you select that, now you get the slide presenter. And the slide presenter is a tool that's inside AVA360VR. What it also allows us is to present this to an audience. And right now the audience is seeing these slides in a very nice full format filling the screen, and I'll show you how that works. You also have some notes, and you can also show video as long as you set it up correctly. And you have a timer. And the timer you can change to give you an idea inside the slides how long you have left. So what we can do now is, if we're looking at slide 1, you can see here out of 5. The timer is counting down now from 13:20. It was set as 15, but we can reset that in a moment. And then you have 2 arrows here. Now, as long as your slides are set up in the right folder, in the project folder, it's a folder called Slides. If you set them up so that they have a particular naming, and if you use, for example, slide 1.png, slide 2.png, slide 3, etc., they can be GIF, they can be JPEG, they can be PNG. As long as they're all exactly the same format and the same file name, but with a number added, and adding 1 for each extra slide, then they will appear here, as long as they're in the right format and shape. You can also have videos, and if the videos are in the same folder, but in the same numbering, so we have slide 5, that's the number 5 here, slide 5.mp4, and as long as they're the same format and numbering, and an MP4 video format, then the video will be playable inside your slides. So this is very neat. Let's just take a look at some of the features then. We can change the timer. For example, if I click on the timer, then you'll see you get a box which allows you to change. And currently we're set at 20. We can change that to 25 minutes or 30 minutes, for example, and apply that. Now you see 30 down here. You may not see this in the VolCap replay, but you can reset them. And then if we say start, it's now counting down from 30. Probably in your VolCap replay, it says 00. But you can try it yourself and then reset the timer for a particular talk that you're giving to an audience, and you know how long you've got left since you started. So that's the timer. Then we can just go through the slides. If I click, we get the second slide, and then the third slide, and the fourth slide. These are just some screenshots which have been made into slides called slide 1.png up to slide 4.png. And they're in the slides folder, and you can check that yourself in the Help 3 project. So countdown still counting down. If we close this, for example, and then go back into our slide presenter, you'll see the countdown is still counting down, and we're at slide 4 still. So you don't have to have it open all the time. If you jump to a new project, then of course the slide presenter won't work. But as long as you jump between different analyses in the same project, then the slide presenter will stay on the right slide, and also countdown will still work. So it's a very nice, powerful tool. What you also have is some notes. So on your left controller, if you twist, we won't be able to see any notes for this slide. I'll just have to go forward to slide 1, where we do have some notes, and now you'll see some notes. And those notes give you some idea about the numbering that I've said so far. We don't have for slide 2. You see it changes. It says there should be a slide 2.txt under notes folder, a subfolder of slides, but it doesn't exist. So it can't show you that. But you can put slides for each, notes for each slide that you're showing, and then you can just quickly glance at them, and the audience won't see this. You're seeing it now in the VolCap, but that's because it's available in a VolCap replay, but the audience won't be able to see that. To see what the audience sees, you have to twist your left controller, and I see here slideshow for the first slide, but you won't see this in the VolCap replay. So this is shown. If I use my left controller and I click with the trigger, I will jump to my headset, and you won't see this because we're not showing that in the replay, and my third person, and back to slideshow. So you can switch between showing the audience what you're actually doing with the tools versus showing them the pure slideshow at highest resolution. So that gives you a lot of flexibility. You can also grab the slideshow and you can zoom it in and out and position it. So when you show the audience, they don't see any of that, unless you change to the head HMD or over-the-shoulder third-person view. So let's go on to slide 5 and see we have a video. And the audience can see that right now. I'm just checking on my right controller, seeing the audience cam view. And I can play that. So if I click on play video,
3, 2, 1, go.
And you can adjust the volume with the right controller. Let's look at that tutorial if you want. And that's just a short video clip, very short. It's a recam of the Lego demo data. Notice the countdown is still counting down. We're on slide 5 of 5. And then we can go back to slide 1. So you can cycle round and you can go back to the end. So you just go through incrementally and back to the beginning and round again. So video, as long as it's called slide number.np4 and it's in the same folder as the slides images, then it will show this and you'll be able to play it. So this is a nice powerful tool for doing slide presentations during the middle of your, so you don't have to leave virtual reality. You can show your slides, switch back with the audience cam view so they can see the tools you're showing, and then switch back again to the slide. So a very powerful slide presenter tool that allows you to work with both your slides, which you can export from PowerPoint, for example. If you can choose save as and export as PNG or JPEG or GIF files, and it will number them for you. If you say all, it'll number them all from 1 to the last slide, and then you can just drop those into the slide folder. Try this yourself and mess around and see if you can get the slide notes and the audience cam and the videos to work. If you don't have any of that, then you can simply just have a simple set of image slides and it will work.